17 parent and schooling culture shocks in Norway that stun visitors.
Imagine this. It's a crisp morning in Oslo. You're walking past a preschool, coffee in hand, and you notice a neat line of prams parked outside, with babies sleeping in them. It's -3 degrees Celsius. No one is panicking. No one is calling the authorities. Parents are smiling, teachers are calm, and the kids, out cold, literally, bundled like tiny astronauts, breathing fresh air. If that image stuns you, welcome to Norway, where parenting and school culture often run on values that might feel upside down at first glance, until you see how well they work. In the next minutes, you'll hear 17 real differences that visitors notice right away, why Norwegians do them, and how to navigate them without stepping on cultural toes. Let's start with the outdoor naps and all-weather play. In many countries, cold weather means indoor recess and heavy caution. In Norway, there's a belief that there's no bad weather, only bad clothing. You'll see babies napping outdoors in prams, even in winter, and school kids playing outside in rain, snow, and wind. The idea is simple. Fresh air helps sleep and boosts resilience. Teachers check wind chill, kids wear wool and waterproof layers, and everyone learns early that nature is a friend you dress for. If you're visiting with a child, pack merino base layers, fleece or wool mid-layer, a waterproof shell, waterproof mittens, and insulated boots. Schools expect it, and your child will be happier for it. Then there's independence. If you're used to hovering over your child's every move, this part may take a deep breath. Norwegian kids are trusted to walk or bike to school earlier than in many countries, to pack their own bags, to remember indoor shoes, and to manage their gear. The system is designed to grow independence step by step. Neighborhoods are built with safety in mind. Drivers yield, and kids wear reflective vests in dark months. The message is, you're capable, and we trust you. The best way to fit in is to coach your child on routes, traffic rules, and how to ask for help if they need it, then allow them to try. In the classroom, the vibe is friendly and direct. Most students call teachers by their first names. It's not about disrespect, it's about flattening hierarchy to invite honest dialogue. Email exchanges are polite, brief, and to the point. You'll notice fewer sir and ma'am and more clear conversation. Hi Kari, thanks for your note. Here's our question. That style reflects a deeper value. Children are people whose voices matter. You'll feel it in meetings, in parent-teacher conversations, and in the way adults listen to kids as if they're practicing being full citizens, not waiting for permission to become one. Homework, especially in the early years, may surprise you too. Don't be shocked when your first grader doesn't bring home a stack of worksheets. Norway leans on play-based learning in the youngest grades and gradually increases academic load later on. Reading at home is encouraged. Endless drill sheets are less common. There's an assumption that childhood should include unstructured time, outdoor play, and rest. If you're used to nightly battles over assignments, you may secretly love this. If you're worried your child will fall behind, remember that the system accelerates later and looks at mastery over time, not non-stop testing. The best support you can give is consistent reading, practical life skills, and curiosity. Clothing is casual and practical, and school uniforms are largely not a thing. The unwritten dress code is function first. Expect teachers to remind kids to bring rain pants, spare socks, and indoor shoes. Label everything. You will lose a mitten if you don't. In winter, you'll see full-body snowsuits at the younger ages and layered systems as kids get older. Fashion flexing is muted at school, and you'll notice less pressure around brands. The social signal is, show up ready for the weather and the work, not to impress. Lunch is another curveball if you're used to hot cafeteria meals. Most children bring a packed cold lunch, a matpakke, packed simply. Bread slices, cheese, ham, cucumber, perhaps a fruit or yogurt. Thermoses are common, but elaborate hot lunches are not standard unless it's a special day. Keep it simple, nutritious, and familiar. Allergies are taken seriously, so always check what the school advises. The matpakke looks plain until you realize its superpower. It's predictable, affordable, and fuss-free, and kids learn to eat what they bring without a daily debate. Equality culture shapes almost everything, including birthdays and gifts. Don't be surprised to see invite all the kids in the class policies, modest party menus, and gift caps. The goal is inclusion and avoiding hurt feelings. Some schools encourage bringing the whole group or keeping it small. Ask other parents what's normal. Over-the-top displays are rare. The message to kids is powerful. Everyone counts, and no one should be left out because of money or popularity. You'll also feel a strong emphasis on children's rights. Adults aim for calm, reasoned authority, not fear-based discipline. Corporal punishment is off the table. Kids are taught how to express needs and negotiate boundaries, and adults model listening. That doesn't mean kids rule the house. It means adults hold the line with respect. At school, conflict resolution is structured and patient. If your default is because I said so, you might discover that asking for the child's perspective earns more cooperation than power struggles. Community volunteering, dugnad, is a thread that ties families and schools together. When the school needs cleanup, painting, or help running an event, parents show up with gloves, rakes, and a good attitude. It's not only fundraising, it's about shared responsibility and pride. You'll meet other parents, your child will see you contributing, and the school will feel like your place too. Treat dugnad as a social norm, not an optional extra. Academic pressure looks different as well. Grades come later than in many systems, and standardized tests are fewer. You'll still see assessment and feedback, but the tone is less test, 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 and more learn, practice, reflect. Conferences matter. Teacher comments matter. Growth over time matters. If you're trying to map every data point to a letter grade, you might miss the bigger picture. Confidence, competence, and motivation are the long game. Outdoor culture doesn't stop at recess. Many schools schedule forest days, ski days, and long hikes. Friluftsliv, open-air life, is treated as essential, not optional. In winter darkness, reflective vests become part of the uniform, and schools teach road safety and trail etiquette. If you plan to stay a while, consider second-hand skis, a wax kit, and a good headlamp. Your child will come home pink-cheeked, muddy, and proud. Digital life is handled with deliberate clarity. Schools spell out phone policies, device rules, and digital citizenship expectations. Phones are often away during class. Media literacy is taught explicitly. If your home rules are wildly different, your child may end up caught between worlds. The smooth path is alignment. Agree on screen time, homework tech, and how to handle group chats respectfully. It cuts down on friction and supports what the teacher is building. Communication with school typically runs through official portals or apps. Attendance, permissions, announcements, and messages live there, not in random WhatsApp groups. Get in the habit of checking your app daily. Keep your messages short and specific. You'll get faster, clearer replies, and your teacher will love you for not sending 5 paragraphs when 2 sentences do. If your child needs extra support, you'll find a proactive approach. Norwegian schools focus on inclusion and early intervention. Bring documentation if you have it, and expect meetings that aim to build a plan around the student's needs. The language is calm and practical. What helps this child learn? What adjustments can we make? It won't be perfect, but you'll feel that support isn't a last resort, it's part of the design. After-school care, SFO or AKS, leans into play and social skills more than extra academics. Crafts, outdoors, simple games, and quiet time are typical. It's also a fantastic space for language immersion if you're new to Norwegian. Don't expect heavy tutoring. Expect friendships, routine, and a safe, relaxed environment while parents work. Risk is managed, not eliminated. You'll see kids whittling sticks with pocket knives under supervision, tending small campfires on forest days, climbing, balancing, trying, failing, trying again. Adults set boundaries and teach tool safety, then step back. The goal is competence and judgment. If that makes your heart jump at first, watch closely. The structure is intentional, and the outcomes are confident kids who know their limits. Finally, traditions center children in a way that feels uniquely Norwegian. On May 17th, Constitution Day, the Children's Parade is the main event. Streets fill with music, bunads, flags, and happy chaos. Kids may eat more ice cream before lunch than you thought possible, and no one frowns. It's a day that tells them, this country is yours and you belong in it. Join in, learn a cheer or two, and let the joy do its work. So what does all of this add up to? Norway's approach trusts children with meaningful independence, builds equality into the social fabric, and treats nature as a classroom. It dials down anxiety and dials up competence. Visitors often arrive skeptical and leave impressed, especially after watching their own kids adapt. More sleep, more outdoor time, fewer battles, and a calmer rhythm at home. That doesn't mean Norway is perfect, or that every school does everything the same way. It does mean there are deep values behind the norms you're seeing, and when you understand the why, the what makes sense. If you're visiting or moving and you want to blend in smoothly, here are a few gentle tips you can start using right away. Dress your child for the weather in layers you can add or remove easily, and send labeled indoor shoes. Keep lunches simple and consistent.
So in Norway, basically, it's so cold, but you have to wear the right type of gear. So they rarely wear clothes that are short then, or shorts or things like that. They just wear winter clothes.
And check any allergy guidelines. Encourage independent routines at home. Packing a bag, managing a timetable, planning the route. Practice polite, direct communication with teachers. A warm hello, a clear question, a quick thank you. Show up for dugnad with a smile and a pair of work gloves. Align your screen time rules with the school's policy. And when you're unsure, just ask another parent, what's normal here? You'll almost always get a friendly answer. You might also notice how these habits change you as a parent. Maybe you worry a little less about the mess and the weather. Maybe you worry a little more about making sure your child can take responsibility for their own
Here's a child
things.
with the no
You might find that outdoor time
no
becomes a
face
reset
child.
button for your whole family. That birthdays get simpler and more meaningful. That report card season feels less like a storm. It's okay if some parts feel strange. Culture shock is part of learning, and parenting is a long conversation that every country holds in its own language. If this gave you a clearer picture of how Norway raises and educates kids, tap like so YouTube shows it to more people who need it.
No way. There's no way you can. Nah, you know, Norway is one of the best countries to live in. I don't even live there, but I somehow know by what is happening in Norway. I think they're one of the most safest countries to be in, bruh. So I wouldn't mind this country and the Netherlands. I wouldn't mind living in there one day. So if you like content like this, tap the like button so you can see more videos like this. That's what the non-existent guys is saying.